In this presentation, we are going to critique the treatment of a grammar item presented in an ESL material. We are Bernice, Tiffany, and Alison. The grammar item we are going to explore is gerunds. And the material we used is from Oxford English Book 1B, published by Oxford University Press. The grammar item, gerunds, is extracted from Unit 8 Festivals. First of all, it starts with the form of gerunds, which is adding ing to a verb. Then it gives an example. Snatch becomes snatching. Afterwards, it introduces the usage of gerunds as nouns with corresponding examples. It is then followed by a gap-filling exercise. Here are our observations on the presented material. In terms of form, the book only gives a simple definition. We form a gerund by adding ing to a verb, which we think may cause confusion to students. It is because in English, not only gerunds carry the ing form, but also the progressive verb form and the participles. For example, in the sentence, I am reading, reading is not a gerund, but a progressive verb form. In the phrase, a sleeping child, sleeping is not a gerund either, but a participle, which acts as an adjective here. Secondly, the presentation on the usage and its explanation is not comprehensive. For the first use, which says, as the subject of a sentence, it is incomprehensive because in fact, a gerund can be used as the subject, object, or complement of a verb. For instance, in I hate cooking, cooking is an object but not a subject. In my hobby is reading, again, reading here is not a subject but a complement. For the second use, after a verb, it is overgeneralizing because we can actually use a gerund or to infinitive after a verb to represent different meanings. Examples could be given to illustrate the difference in meanings between using a gerund and two infinitives. For example, the meanings of I like dancing and I like to dance are different. The gerund dancing is more event-like, while to dance is more action-like. In the exercise part, one good point is that it raises students' awareness on using gerunds after prepositions to serve as a noun, as in blank number 2. However, we think that it is more like mechanical drilling, as students would just look at the given verb list to decide whether to use gerunds or not, without considering the meanings of the sentences. Also, there are no awareness given on the difference in meanings between gerunds and two infinitives, as in blank number 4. In terms of context, the unfamiliar topic and difficult vocabulary items are challenging to Form 1 students. These may hinder students' understanding of the text and make it difficult for them to choose the appropriate verbs. The focus of this exercise would not be solely training students to use gerunds, but also testing students' comprehension of the text. Therefore, teachers may need to spend a long time explaining the words before students can actually work on gerunds. Most importantly, some tricky issues of using gerunds are not mentioned in the material. Here are some examples. First, stop to look and stop looking are very different in meanings. Stop to look indicates that someone stops doing something in order to look at something else. But stop looking indicates that the action looking is no longer continuing. Second, remember to lock means don't forget to lock, while remember locking means you have a memory of locking something, which was an action happened in the past. Third, regret to tell is completely different with regret telling in terms of meanings. Regret to tell means you feel sorry to someone because you are going to tell him or her something not very good. However, regret telling means that you have already told something to someone, but now you regret of doing so. Last but not least, see somebody steal in which a bare infinitive is used means you see the complete stealing action. But see somebody stealing with the use of a gerund means you only see a part of the stealing action. Thank you very much for watching.